What it do?
Hello, everyone. I realized that my stupid ass put the show for starting at 9:30. I don't know why I would have done that. Clearly, I've got too many things that I'm doing at the same time. So we're going to give it a couple minutes for people to jump in at our regular time at 9 p.m.
You know what? I'll take some. I'll take some. It's not all your fault. It's my fault. Because sometimes I've been running late. I'm like, hey, can we do 9:30 tonight?
9:30?
That's probably why you have it set for 9:30. So it's not her fault, ladies and gentlemen. Some it's my fault. I'll take a little ownership.
Thank you for taking some of that. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Okay, great. So it's clear some of you got your notification on, which is amazing. If you follow us, make sure you put on the notification so that when we go live, you can join us. Like, share, and subscribe. And you see all that scrolling. Check me out on Amazon for my books and new book coming soon. I'm just going to plug myself. You want to plug anything, twins, while we're plugging?
Go ahead and get her book that she got coming out. Love Rolls coming this April to 2025. Gonna get you a copy. I'm gonna give me a copy because one thing that you will learn from twins, ladies and gentlemen, I support my people. You know, I may not read it, I might skim through it, but I'll read it for someone else who will read it. But hey, I'm still gonna support regardless.
I appreciate that. So yes, Love Rules is going to be a six-part series. I am publishing one every month for 6 months, and on the seventh month, I will publish the full book. So look out for that. I have another six-part series called the Sienna series. Check that out on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and anywhere you get your books. And I also have No Handouts for Black girls with an accompanying affirmation book for young Black girls. So check that out as well. So while we're waiting for people to come in, how's your week been? It's Thursday. How's your week been going?
Thursday. It's Thursday.
I
Turn
know,
up
right?
for the Friday for the weekend, right? My week has been very interesting. You know, it's good.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
we're not sharing.
interesting. You know, life be happening sometimes. You know, nothing too
Life
crazy
be
going on.
lifing.
Yeah, life be happening, but you know, it's rolling. It's very interesting. You know what? Yeah, today's my son's birthday, 11 years old.
Happy
Big shout
birthday!
out King Sean. You know what I'm saying? Go and like subscribe to his little. If you got kids who play Fortnite, go on to subscribe to King Sean. That's my
Oh, I
son.
love that. I love that. Happy birthday, King Sean. I love that. Happy birthday, young man. Happy birthday, young kid. He is
yes.
7 or 8. How old is he now?
No. He is 11 years old.
Oh, 11. I don't know why I made him younger. Okay, he's
Right, we
11.
ain't
Happy
going back. We ain't
birthday.
starting over. We
Okay.
is not starting over.
I love that because that's like, woo, you got a long way to go. 11, 11
And
is
that's
good.
funny
11 is
too.
good.
Last show we was talking about, my birthday was last Friday.
Your birthday was last
So
week. Yep.
yeah, me and my son, we're actually about a week apart from each other. He was supposed to be born on the 23rd, mine on the 24th, but he was stubborn, get it from his daddy. So he said, no, I'm gonna be the 30th, Dad. All right, I rock with it. He's still Aquarius.
I love that. You guys are going back to back, as Drake says, back to back. Okay. So welcome everybody. My week has been good. I totally forgot today was Thursday. And literally, like for half of the day while I was working, I thought it was Friday. And I was like, oh, that's because I still actually have another day to go. So Mister, that's my fault. I accidentally put the wrong time of 9:30. I actually have another show that starts at 9:30 on Wednesday night. So I put it at 9:30. It's actually 9 o'clock. My bad. So thank y'all for joining. We are here. We are waiting for a couple more people to come in. But yeah, my week has been good. It's just been super hectic, and I thought today was Friday all day, so I had one more day to go. So yeah, me.
Big shout, big shout out to Jeff and Minister Mister, for the people who not just subscribe, they hit the bell. So when updates pop up, they know what's going on. So salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here.
You know what, Mister, and your bullshit right now? Yes, good job. I'm busy. I'm booked and busy. You see all them things scrolling? You see all those books I wrote and all the things I got going on. Sometimes my mind's not good. So thank you. Oh yes. Why do you? Oh God, I never want to be a man. Like 3:30, you wake up at because twins, you wake up at 4, right?
No, these times all around the day. I could have been 2 a.m.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I,
2
I'm
a.m.
I'm barely in REM sleep at that point. Like I am barely in. Oh my God. Okay. God, mm.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
As we as men, we make it happen. We'll make no excuses. We do what we gotta do.
I and God bless y'all, cause mm, yeah, amen. Okay, so tonight we are going to do some Q&A. You are welcome to ask questions in the chat. As usual, you're welcome, and I probably forgot to put the link in because it's been that type of week. So if I've forgotten to put the link, I'm going to quietly put it in a moment because again, it's been that type of week for me that I've forgotten to put in the link. So in the chat, or when I put the link in, you can join Q&A. I also have some cards here. As usual, I know my regular people, you guys will answer in the chat as well. For some reason, if these cards don't work, I have some backup questions, but we should be all right. So let's go. I don't want to be a man. I don't know who wants to be a man out here. Mr. B say, everybody want to be a man until it's time to be one. I don't. I don't want it. I want no parts of it. I want no parts of it. I don't even want masculine energy. No, thank you. Y'all keep that. Okay. All right. Is catching your partner in a non-sexual emotional affair worse than a sexual one?
Oh yeah. Catch them on the non-sexual one, the first one. That's worse than
Explain.
actually doing it. That's worse than them doing it, right?
Explain.
Because the emotion, we as men, we cheat. I'm sorry, first off, we all don't cheat, you know what I'm saying? But it happens. The point
I
I'm
thought
trying to
black
make
men
is
don't cheat.
black man, white man, it doesn't matter who you are, as man, as a man, because it got nothing to do with race. As a man, we don't tend to cheat. We don't wake up like, I'm gonna cheat today. Sometimes it just happens that way. But anywho, as far as the lady stepping out or mentally stepping out, because
Yeah.
this is why I say this. Men, we can go out there and have sex with 100 women and come back home to our woman or wife or whatever, and like
Not a
nothing
hundred.
changed. Not
Not a
100,
hundred.
exaggerating. But it can go down and we'll come back home and treat you like you're the mother earth that we walk on. Because it's all about getting off. We don't care about the woman who we're messing around with. We really don't. Our phones is not there. You're just there for a fun time, for a short time. We come home to you for the long time. Now with the woman, when she cheats, before she gets to cheat, she has to really be involved with that guy. Now, once
Fact.
again, I do not speak in absolute, so this is not all women. I'm just saying some women, maybe most women. But when they do that, they have to, for them, they have to get that emotional attachment to that person. They have to really fall for that man before they want to do that, right? And for the
Agreed.
ones that I don't need to that, well, that's in your prime example of what a hoe is, because that's what hoe do, right? See, it's double standards. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and make and Candy feel like, oh no, it's double standard. It is. It's a fact. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You know what I'm saying? One thing you'll learn on this channel that we keep it real here. So
We
it is a
do
double
keep it real.
standard.
Real.
We keep it real here. It is a double standard. But if a woman goes out and cheat, or before she cheats, she has to be emotional connected to that man first. Versus us, we don't have to be emotional to the woman. She just got a big butt smile and just go down.
Clearly, Mr. agreed. I'm not even going to read it. I think y'all can read that for yourself. So to answer the question, I would say the emotional one beats out a physical one for me, just like by a smidgen. Because it did say emotional non-sexual versus sexual. So it's literally a smidgen. For me, it's you're investing time and attention into someone else that is not me. You're sharing parts of you with someone else that is not me. And I agree, like a man can go have sex with a woman, don't even remember her name, pretend he doesn't know her, like wipe it out his memory pretty much. Come home to you and be fine. But when he's over there texting, spending time, going out to dinner, connecting, sharing his day, telling about his job, his dreams, his aspirations, oh hell no. Absolutely not. What are you doing? So just by a smidgen, that would beat it out for me. Like I don't like that. No, I am your best friend. So we're good. You share everything with me. You don't need no more friends. We move on. Okay. Hmm. You suspect your best friend's significant other is cheating, but you have no concrete proof. Do you tell your best friend why or why not? Mind your business.
Yeah, I'm gonna mind my business there. There's some things I don't get involved with, so I'm gonna stay in my lane. Now, if I have something concrete, like I'm out with my lady or out with the homies, and I see her, and you're my best friend, right? Oh yeah, I'm like, hey bro, you need to have a conversation with your lady, bro. What you know? All right, listen, I ain't trying to be on your business. All I'm saying is that as a brother to brother, you might want to have a conversation with your lady. She was out, and I'll leave her right there.
I'm gonna snap a picture.
You gonna take a picture?
No, I'm gonna snap a picture. I'm gonna take like I need some proof. I am not about to go ruin nobody's potential happy home. And knowing me, if I saw them in person together, I would go over and introduce myself, and I would say, "Hi, how are you? I'm Toshiba. Who's this person? Is this your friend? Because I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna have
Mm,
because not only do I have a picture, I want to know that I spoke to the young lady because it could be a cousin, it could be a sister that I don't know about. It could be actually even with a picture, it could be very very innocent. So to ensure that I'm not sending the picture and I haven't confirmed, I'm gonna go over and say hello. I'm not gonna be aggressive. I'm not an aggressive person, but I am gonna say hi and confirm, and then send the details. But I'm not doing it without proof because I'm not ruining anybody's happy home.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
messy.
that was aggressive.
Just, just as it's messy, but I'm not. Listen, here's the thing. What I know my friends, and I'm not about to send them a picture
Facts.
without anything related to it, right? Because I'm gonna snap it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna snap the picture, but I also want the story that goes because I know I need to know if I need to send the picture or not. Okay, am I sending the picture? Because if I send the picture without any context, then there's going to be World War III in their home. So I'm going to go over and say hello and introduce myself.
Uh, uh, Sometimes
I've
you
been
just
the same
gotta.
best friend for 30 years. So, like, no.
I get it. Listen, I get it, but at the same time, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes between them two, and sometimes, you just mind my business.
One
Now,
of my best
may,
friends, I'd mind my business because her relationship is messy. So they can have their messy boots. So I wouldn't even care. But the other, yeah, I'm going to say something.
I mean, like the most. If anything, I would do anything is be seen. Like I see you, you see me. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I see you, you see me, and that should give you enough guilt to be like, oh shit, yeah. I'm gonna look at you like, oh okay, and I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna let that guilt eat you. I'm just gonna let it eat you all up.
And Mr. Rich, I agree. I think for men it's different. I'm with twins. If I was a man, my answer would be very different. But I'm not. I'm a woman, and I know my best friends, and they're gonna need more than proof. I'm not like ruining marriages and stuff over what I think might happen. I'm gonna go because guess what? The young lady, if she is getting her cheeks clapped by my best friend's husband, it's going to be evident in the meeting. Hi, I'm da 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 da. I'm his wife's best friend, and who are you?
Mm,
I just want to
messy.
know, girl. I just want to know. Just want to know because we need to know if we're where we're hiding the bodies. I'm just saying we need to know if we're we need to know what we're doing.
Okay,
Okay,
so
is this
fellas,
innocent? Are we hiding
mental
bodies?
note, mental note, fellas. If you ever out and you see Toshiba before she sees you, go the other way. Put your head down, put that
Only,
hat on, and
only
make sure you
if,
go exit right.
only. But be clear, only if you are with my best friend. Anybody else don't care. Like you do you. But my besties, no, those are my sisters. We are not playing. Okay, next question.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, we already know the answers to this. This one's gonna be very quick. True or false? A woman is less likely to leave a rich man or high value man for cheating than a normal guy. Defend your answer. I mean to defend shit. Like that is true. We are less likely to leave men who make money and who are considered high value. It's the truth. Any woman who says differently is lying to you. We put up with things for men who are better looking. We put up with things for men who got money. We put up with things for men, and if you have high value, you generally have money. You're not generally a high value poor guy. So we do like because that's why we have things. I would rather cry in a Bentley than a Kia. So the answer is true. What do you think?
So let's make sure I understand the question. The question is that a woman is more likely to leave a dude for a guy who has more money or who's a high
No, so
earner.
she's true or false, is she less likely to leave a guy who's considered high value or rich for cheating than she is a normal guy?
Oh, if he cheats, is she
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
stay
the
or
rich
leave?
guy cheats.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah. She's gonna stay. She's
We're
gonna
more
stay.
likely to stay. We're not going to
She's more
say,
like.
we,
Listen, I
more
say
likely
this.
to stay.
I say this. She's gonna stay depending how you embarrass her. It depends how bad she get embarrassed. If it's something
I,
that's between y'all two, then cool. But if it's like publicly, she may have a problem.
very important context. You got that one. It very much does depend on how you have that in the streets. That was actually used to be my rule. I was like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and think that if I'm with somebody for 10 to 15 something years, like something may not happen, but don't embarrass me in these streets. And if that woman is ever walking towards me at any point, you better whisper in my ear real quick. So by the time she gets to me, I have a plastered smile on my face. So if she tries anything, I'm prepared. Don't let her be the first one to tell me about nothing. We'll deal with that when we get home. But do not have me out here looking stupid. I think that's the rule. So no, but again, if it's a normal guy, bye. No. And two, Mr. Mrs. said it right. She's not trying to go backwards in lifestyle. Women will fight tooth and nail to keep up with the Joneses. Again, but I mean, we're just going to be honest. We would rather, okay, not all women, because we don't speak in absolutes, as Twins always say, but most of us, we would rather cry if we're going to cry in a Bentley than a Kia.
Yeah, and
It's
on
just a
top of
fact.
that, and of course, and if he feels bad about it, he's going to spoil the shit out of you. You're going to go on shopping sprees, on vacations,
Correct.
trying to get back in good grace, right?
Correct.
Right. And then it's all water on the bridge. But let you be a ninja who ain't got no money and got stuff together. Oh, pure. She gone.
I just listen. I'm gonna get eaten up for this one, but it's the truth, and I've always said it. Broke men don't have no business cheating. Broke men don't have no business being in poly relationships. Broke men don't have no business even asking for a threesome. Broke men don't have no business talking about let's have a throuple. You don't have no business doing any of that. You need to take that energy that you're trying to fuck on women and go work and go find a better job. Like I'm sorry, like eat me up what you want. Like I just don't think you don't get to be broke and then cheat.
I
Sorry,
mean,
I'm
okay,
just
hold on.
no.
Before you move on from there, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Mm-mm.
Broke
You're broke.
men showing X, Y, Z. I mean,
Broke.
it depends, right? I mean, it sounds good because we know these there's a lot of deadbeat dads out here who gets everything that you just outlined because they might got that swag, they might be a dope boy in the street or possible
But
rapper
dope
X
boys
Y
aren't
Z.
broke. If you're dope boy, are you broke?
Okay, one last time. Besides the few ones we know became rappers, I mean, dope boys,
True.
end up
I
retirement.
don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know a lot of
end
dope
up
boys.
in Fortune 500 companies, X, Y, Z.
Not many. I don't
So
know a lot.
yes, at the moment, them dope boys they got the money, the car and stuff, right? But they, in a sense, they're still broke because what happens when they get locked up? Who's going to bring them? Who's putting money on their books while they're in jail? Who's supposed to be trying to hold them down? See, it's cool when they up.
Mm.
So yes, but I'm saying, but the dudes out there who got the multiple baby mamas, oh, they get women. They got the natural
Here's
charisma. So nothing wrong. I ain't taking I ain't taking a shot at them because they got the swag.
But you know what? I should also say broke is also subjective, right?
Yes.
Like, if you're not used to a certain lifestyle, a man coming and taking you to Ruth Chris, that's a come up because you're used to, I don't know where people go. I don't know, Applebee's. Maybe they're used to going to Applebee's. And so a man taking them to Ruth Chris, that might be like a come up for her. And so I should put it in context, right? Like, if that woman feels that it's a come up, then good on you, sweetie pie. But if your natural dates are, I don't know, going to McDonald's because that's what you can afford, you need to be trying to get a job or two at McDonald's. So before you get like you're out there cheating, I'm sorry, like I'm not gonna take that back. I don't think when you're in a certain financial position, you are out here thinking about like pum pum. Like you should be out there like elevating yourself and being better. But that's that. We move on. Oh God. Okay. This is not gonna happen. Your significant other says, and I'm just gonna say wife or husband. So your wife or husband says they no longer love you romantically, but still care for you as a friend. You're otherwise happy with the relationship. Would you continue it?
Say that one time.
So your wife comes to you and says, I no longer romantically in love with you, but I still care for you as a friend. Other than her saying that, the relationship's pretty good and you're happy. Are you saying yay or nay? What are you doing? What's your next move?
I'm gone. I'm gone. That ain't gonna work out. Because if she's not romantically sexy to me, that means we're not having sex. Why are you here? I don't need a roommate. I'm good. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. The whole purpose of having that partner, wife or girlfriend, is someone that you can have casual sex all the time with.
Correct. Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
let's be real. But
It's the
that's the
truth.
whole point.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so if we're not doing that,
What are
I'm
we
not.
doing?
I'm not your I'm not your friend with semi benefits because she may give you some every once in a while because she feel guilty. Nah,
I'm
nah,
not
nah,
doing
nah, nah,
that.
nah, 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 nah.
Mm.
I mean, you could be over
I'm
here,
not.
but if I stay here, just know if my woman will ever tell me that, just know we can still be together, but I'm gonna have me a whole team over here. So as long as you're okay with
Mr.
that, we cool.
That's what Mr. said. Mr. says, I will continue if she's a good mother to our kids and I can F on someone else, but does that still count as together? No. I listen, I'm with twins. Like if my man came to me on some babe, you know what, like the love is gone, but we're still friends. I don't fuck my friends. So that basically
Facts.
means like I'm not fucking my friends. So that means instantly we're getting a divorce. And I'm gonna go fuck on somebody without the guilt of being married. Like, what are we doing? Like, I have friends. I'm not fucking my friends. We're not doing that. If you don't want me, because that means that you're not sexually attracted to me. Like all of those things, like I gave up being out there and dating so I could be to twin point with this one person that I can roll over at any time, any day, and have sex with them. And now you're telling me, oh, I like you as a friend.
Consensually, be clear, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't
Yeah,
taking it. It's just more easier to get it. You know what I'm saying?
we're
But
not doing that.
consensually.
And we're not doing that. Oh, great. We have a new subscriber. I love this. King Cash Court, welcome. Welcome to Fuck Your Feelings. King Cash Court says, if there is no love, what's the point? I'm out. Don't need to be in a house of awkwardness. Yeah, it's weird. Are we dating other people? Like, what are we doing? Like, no, bye. See you later.
And
Like, don't
all,
come to me.
and also, fellas, if your woman would say that to you, and you're still in your young age, talking about between the age of 20 to maybe 50-ish, maybe probably older, but anyway, and she told you she's not sexually attracted to you, oh, she fucking someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's
100.
already getting her back blown by someone
100%.
else, and she's
100%.
feeling guilty to be like, hey, I just want to let you know
100%.
that, yeah, she already moved on already. Trust me.
100%. Especially if she's even remotely attractive. 100%.
Oh, exactly. You tell me
100%.
you ain't next to a baddie that nobody want to hit. Sure. Man, listen.
Yeah,
Come on now.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So it's a no. Mr. and Mrs. For me, marriage is for the purpose of raising children together. It's not about anyone's happiness.
Wait.
I'm gonna need some happiness. Yeah. You handle that one. Hold on. I need to turn on the light. Hold on.
Leave that for a second. For me, marriage is a purpose of raising children together. Woo! No. That's not marriage.
Go on, twin. Tell them.
I mean, that plays a little part. I mean, yes, you want to have a mother and father to raise kids. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village, but you need that partnership so you have both balance. But a marriage is not solely based on kids. It's just not. No. It's two people coming together and y'all supposed to be partners for life. And I say life because I'm going to tell you this. Once the kids turn to 18, 16, 17, when they start having independence, when they get their car, when they run the streets, chasing boys, chasing girls, your kids don't care about
that
you.
part.
They
that
do,
part.
but they don't. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm a twin.
They don't.
I'm a twin brother, and I lived at my mom's house when I was 18. And pretty much she has to beg for me to come out home and visit. Back in my early days. I visit now. I'm saying, like, when I was like college, if I was in my full 20s, going home for what? And have my own place too? You couldn't listen. She might have got a phone call on Mother's Day. So what I'm saying is, if you base your whole marriage on your kids, your marriage is going to fail.
Yeah.
I'm there right now.
Yeah.
Your marriage, y'all two loving on each other. And yes, the kids do play a part in it, right? They do play a role. So I'm not going to say they don't, but the marriage is going to be two man and woman come together and y'all live happily ever after. Just that simple. Do not base your marriage on just kids all alone. Because if you do, you will get divorced quicker than anything else. Trust me.
Facts. All facts. King Cash Court says marriage without any level of happiness? ? I'm with him. Mr. Now explain. He says marriage goes against a man's nature in the first place. We don't actually want to F only one woman for the rest of our life. He said her life, but he meant our life.
That's
then
true
don't
too.
Get married. Just don't get married.
Now that's true too. And if we go back in time, not too far back in time, marriage was something created for the government. I want to do a little research on that. That was government. The government created marriage for a reason, and it wasn't for what you think it is. If you go back into the early days, I ain't saying back in the BC, Adam and Eve time. I'm talking about when we had kings and queens, right? A king will have a wife, but he was a whole slew of concubines.
He did.
I'm just saying that's how it was back in the day.
Some
And as
countries
men,
still have concubines.
I'm just saying. So it's hard to say. It's kind of hard to say that men are supposed to be only with one woman. It's hard to say that, um, especially in our prime. We can go for days. We can go rounds, right? And if you think about it, once a woman gets pregnant, I mean, yeah, she's carrying a child. You still can have sex, but she's kind of down for the count, right? But as men, we can keep going. We can get a woman pregnant every day if we wanted to. Just that simple. A woman can't get pregnant every day. She can get
That
pregnant
is
once
correct.
once a year, 9 months. Once a year. Sorry. I don't care how you do the math. Once a year, she can get pregnant, right? So what I'm saying that I think is this: if you do a little research, you'll figure out it's that's men. We're designed to populate the earth. I'll just leave it right there for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Listen, Mister. I good on you. I just could not be a part of that. I'm not gonna be just breeding someone's children without any type of real love or that. It's. I mean, that's why I had one child, and I'm with you. Like I love my child, but she's doing her own thing. She's got time for me when she's got time for me. But imagine, no, I'm good. I'm gonna pass. Mister is also commenting. What do you think of this statement? For men, married is just added responsibility and commitment. No benefit for him unless he's dead or dying.
Leave that
Please
up.
take that one, please. I
Yeah,
got
leave that up for a
nothing.
minute. That is a true statement. I mean, honestly, the main reason why, and once again, I gotta keep saying this, I don't speak in absolute. Most men, right? We get married, or for our legacy. We do it for the legacy. We do it for our name to carry on. You ever notice a guy who, or it's funny, usually I hear this, usually pastors, right? They'll have kids, and they'll have a pastor will have like 5 girls. Do you think he really want 5 girls? No, he need that
No, he
one
wanted a
boy.
boy. He
He
wanted a
wanted a
boy.
boy. Like most men, not all men. Most men do it for the legacy. They carry your last name, and on top of that, if you have a business, something you could pass it down to your son. What they call now nepotism, whatever. Something been going on
All
for
about it.
ages, for ages. But the point is, we do it for the legacy. That's it. But as far as a benefit for the man, the only benefit is if you can have a healthy long term relationship, you can build a foundation for your family and leave a legacy for your kids. Not just your first child, the generation. If you can have a fulfilling, healthy marriage, just think. All right, I use myself for example. Um, my dad, I didn't never met my granddad. My dad, he passed away. He didn't have a house or nothing, so there was no legacy left behind. So pretty much, I had to get out the mud. Now, me, I'm here. Got married, had kids, son and daughter. Divorce fell apart. Life happens. But then the legacy that I was building got kind of wiped away because I had to sell my house. Now, granted, I'm still young enough, still healthy enough, and I can still do it all over again. But my goal is, if I can, before I die, is have a house paid off so my son, or not my son, or my son's son, or my daughter's son, or whatever, can live in the house rent free, right? Pay taxes, of course, but we can build my legacy based off how what I left. So I work hard today so my kids can have a better future. If you look at and this is not about race, but you look at white people, their kids are well taken care of.
That
But
is
it took
fact.
so but it took someone to sacrifice themselves. Think about the last name Ford car. You think the first Ford, the guy, the first one, do you think he had a relaxing, peaceful life? No. He was putting out work in to build the Ford industry, car industry. But now his kids, great kids right now that's running around are debt free, living the best life because Ford is a big car company. Rockefeller, whoever. Someone got to start that legacy, and that's what starts. Start with somebody. So that's for me. That's what I plan to do, and leave a legacy. And that's why marriage is important, because you need that partner to help you out. Now, but when that marriage fall apart, you gotta start over. So it's hard in this day and age to create a legacy, because when they fall apart, the other person don't think about the legacy. They think about the right now. Oh, how much money can I get now? Oh, I want half of this. I want half of that. I want part of that. I want this, but not thinking about the kid's future. I'll land for a minute.
I thank you, twins. That I'm not even going to tackle that one. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Okay. True or false? $50 is more than enough to take a woman out on a quality date. Defend your answer. And I'm going to start. Yes, $50 is more than enough to take me out on a quality date. Now let me define quality for me. A quality date for me is a date where I can converse with you, where I can get to know you, where I can find out more to determine whether or not I even want to go on subsequent dates with you, or you're someone that I'm interested in. So that could entail a walk in the park, that could entail doing something like working out, going hiking. That could entail meeting at Starbucks for coffee, right? Because for me, that's defined as quality. I have been on dates where a man spent $600 on the bill and the conversation was awful and I hated every single moment that I had to spend with that person, despite how expensive it was. That was an expensive date, but it wasn't a quality date. And so yes, I think $50 could be more than enough to have a quality date. We could go to a movie. Like there's so many things that you can actually do with $50. But for me, it's the conversation. The conversation means a lot for me. And we could have Starbucks, have ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like have a hot dog. Who knows? But once we're having that quality time, because that's my love language. To me, that's a quality date. So that's why ladies need to redefine quality dates versus expensive dates. A lot of women are going on expensive dates, but they're not going on quality dates, myself included. Twins?
I mean, I totally agree with what you're saying. Uh, the $50 can always get bumped up later on. So, for example, I went to a Barnes and Noble with a beautiful young lady, and we got a little Starbucks is in there, a little cookie, whatever. And as we was walking and talking, having a good conversation, getting to know each other. And after that short time, it was like, hey, I don't want this day to end. Let's go get something to eat. And we went to dinner afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally agree. It's all about the conversation. Not
Absolutely.
and also too, like sometimes you meet people, you meet them online, you might meet them from a friend, refer, whatever, and you don't really know the person, or you don't know you come from around that person. So doing something like a walk, a park, a drink like that, getting to know each other, now you really have to sit there and talk to each other. Versus a
Yeah.
movie, you sitting back watching a movie all day and that's it, or you go to a dinner, you sit at the table and no good conversation, food come, and guess what? Night's over. So yeah, I agree.
Facts on facts. Facts on facts. So again, let's redefine what quality is versus expensive. So absolutely, gentlemen, if you
Yes.
can't take her out on a $50 date, you have to really think, is she the woman for you? But that's just my 2 cents. Um, you and your significant other are drinking one night and talk about the first time you met. They admit that they were really interested in your best friend that night. How do you respond? Ouch.
Well, I mean, not really. I don't think it's a big ouch. It really depends as how they still feel about me and how you feel about that. About the dude. You know, because she might. So think about it for a second. She was interested in my bro, but it fell in my lap, right? Well, I think is this. So I'll ask. So what was it between him and me that you chose me over him? Because maybe she talked to him or tried to get his vibe was off. You know what I'm saying? It just he was cute, but his vibe wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying? And then when he talked to
Mm-hmm.
me, like I was better. Because I ain't gonna lie, that happens all the time with guys. There's plenty of times I was talking to a girl and she wasn't. It didn't hit off well, but she had her phone over to her girlfriend or her cousin, and me and her hit it off. So I don't take it any type of way. Not me. Me personally, it won't bother me.
Yeah, I'd feel a certain kind of way. I'm not even gonna lie. Especially at my big age, I would definitely feel a certain type of way. And I think for me, it's because my friends and I do so many things together. So you're constantly gonna be around this friend. Um, and so I have to now be thinking like every time are you around her, are you looking at her thinking that you want to smash? Now I get that men look at women and they want to smash because we're women and we have hearts, but still it's just a little too close to home. Certain type of way. Is it enough to end the relationship? No. It's not enough to end the relationship, but it's enough for me to feel a certain type of way. Go
Okay,
on, Twin.
that's fair, fellas. Take note. Don't you ever tell your woman, whatever, your wife, your woman, that you was interested into her best friend or her
Best friend.
sister or auntie or cousin. Don't ever say that shit ever. Take that shit to the grave. All
I
right,
would
back to the
rather
show.
you do that. I would rather you do that. Take that with you. Good. Take it with you.
And the reason
Um,
why I said fellas, because all you're doing is you're creating insecurities. And she just clearly stated, how she, even though I'm with Toshiba, we together, we're happy. In the back of her mind, she always gonna think, you trying to smash my friend. So mind you, we all be hanging out sometimes, partying and stuff. I'm laughing too hard. She would get that side eye. You kind of laugh too hard at her joke. Because you ain't thinking about it, but she's still thinking about it. So mental note, fellas, there's some things you tell your woman, you don't tell your woman everything. And that's wonderful.
so Mr. and Mrs. said she can be interested in my friend in the beginning, and I'm still her first choice. If it was a prolonged attraction before we got together, that's a different story. Like if she had a crush on him before me, nah, that's another level. Good point. Good point. But yeah, it's a no for me, dog. We move on.
Some things I just say, fellas, you don't ask. Some things you don't ask.
No.
That might be one of the things you don't ask. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. Like everything you don't need to know. Trust me. Some things you don't need to know.
Yeah, we don't need to know everything. Moving on. This is going to be an interesting one. I am interested to know what you men have to say about this. Okay. A woman agrees to forgive her cheating significant other under the condition that she gets a free pass to have sex with a person of her choosing. So again, you cheat, and she says, I'll forgive you, but you're giving me a free pass to have sex with anybody I choose. He is furious at the suggestion. Does he have a valid reason to be upset?
Yes. Hell yes. Listen. I will never, ever,
Ever, ever?
ever give my woman a free pass to cheat on me, regardless if I cheated first. It doesn't matter. No, nope. You're not gonna pass.
She needs it. She needs it to be able to move past what you've done. She
Well, then
needs
we
it. She
just
needs it.
okay. Well, I guess we have to move on with separate ways because
Ah!
I'm not going. No, that emotional damage. Look, you know what I mean? Like before you met me, I don't care who you slept with before me. You know what I mean? We all have this. I don't care about that. I know you something around, but it ain't gonna bother me. But if you with me and then you step out, I gotta sit and think, did you suck his dick? Did you
Oh,
do everything you do to me that no,
I,
hell no.
I, I,
No pass.
you know what? That. It's funny. In my previous relationship, that was when we had a conversation about open relationships. That's what he said. He was like, I am not out here thinking about you sucking no other man's dick and doing what you do to me to him. It's a nah. Like, cut that. Like, we're over. Like, we're not even having this conversation. And so that's why, ladies, listen, men cannot take their own medicine. Let's just call it what it is. They
Facts.
cannot manage when it comes to cheating. They could cheat on us 10 times. We do that shit one time. All they think about is that your legs were wrapped around another man, and so were your lips. Okay, so he's thinking everything she does to me, that thing she does with her tongue, that Kegel move that she does, like he thinks you did that with him. Now I'm good. And every time they have sex with you, that shit's flashing in their head. Let's not forget The Best Man. Let's not forget the movie The Best Man. He had that thing flashing as he was marrying the woman, right? And he was a cheater. And it happened like 20, 15 years before they even got married. And he
And
still had
listen,
that thought in his mind.
I use that movie every time when a woman asks me, why that a man can't, if a woman cheats on him. Like that movie Best Man when Morris Chestnut was out there crying, trying to get through his vows. He was, mind you, he was going through his vows and he was having those flash images pop in his
Yes,
head.
yes.
That man was crying real tears. Okay? Because his, and mind you, it was his best friend. So
Best friend.
you about to marry your woman that your best friend was smashing and didn't tell you till later on and put in the motherfucking book. Yeah, that's gonna be emotional damage. So
Men
no,
can't handle it.
they,
Y'all can't handle it.
listen, I'm a man's man, but no, I can't handle it neither. So no pass for me.
So I'm gonna go to Mr. then King Cash Court. That wasn't his. So Mr. said, not really my wheelhouse. I have never cheated, and it never crossed my mind. However, my concern would be her catching something and bringing it home. So King Cash Court actually has a very interesting comment, and I love this. He says, "So she has a man already in mind?" Question mark. LOL. Let's just end it now.
That part right there. You
I'm
know
good.
what,
She said I'm good.
fellas, the woman always has someone lined up.
Hmm?
The
Huh?
ladies, your woman always has someone lined up. So if you
What?
think
What
you'll
you
give her a
say?
free pass, there's that one guy at the job, there's a guy at the gym, there's somebody you see all the time. Yes. Yes. See, that's the difference. See, us men, we don't have, we don't have nobody lined up. We try to knock down anything we can get, right? It's like, oh, okay, free pass. Listen. In most cases, if you give a guy a free pass out of the balloon, it'll be very hard for him to find someone to smash him one day. I promise you. If it's just random, now of course, if you do have a side chick or somebody to talk to, you might have a good, it might be a higher chance. But ladies out there, if you say, hey, babe, tomorrow you get a free pass. That man will go through his phone time, text every single woman that he ever talked to in the past previously, and he may hit, he may not. It's like a 50-50 chance, and it's very low. But a woman,
Oh,
oh
100%.
Lord,
I'm
you walk with
100%.
any dude
I'm not
right
even
now,
gonna
like,
lie.
hey babe, you want to come on with me? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I 100%. Like I'm my batting average would be 100.
Exactly.
It is what it is. It's
Toshiba, you
one.
can slide any deal right now, and the guy was like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'd be
slide
like, don't give
like,
me a pass. Oh, don't give me a pass. Is it a one person pass or a day pass? Don't give me a pass.
either way, trust me. But like King said, she has somebody already in mind. Emotional damage.
Oh, oh my God, Mr. says that's why I don't like putting my lips on any of her lips because I keep imagining all the dicks that were on them before me, and now I got my lips on them afterwards. And he's got the throw face emoji. I'm done with you. We're gonna remove that for the next. We're done. We're gonna move on to the next question. Okay. You find out that your significant other has been paying for nude webcam chats with random people on the internet. Do you consider this cheating? Um, I considered it a waste of my goddamn money. What are we
Mm.
talking about? Forget the cheating part. Hold on. You're paying for OnlyFans basically. So you are spending $9.99 or $15.99 plus whatever tips you're giving somebody on OnlyFans. No, that's my concern. I don't personally think it's cheating because it's virtual. To me, cheating, like, do you have a real emotional connection with the OnlyFans girl? Probably not. I mean, likely not, but you are wasting our money. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm good. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, for me, if I caught my lady paying for some adult websites or OnlyFans, I won't, like you said, I won't consider that cheating, right? But depending on how much you be paying and how much, I'm gonna look at her crazy now because you ask me for gas money, you ask me for Starbucks, you ask me for clothes, you can buy it right there yourself. And secondly, why you invite me? We can watch together. Anyway, I'm just saying.
King's Cash Court says you you wasting rent you wasting rent money away on webcam shit. Rather you go to the strip club. What the fuck? LOL. Then he said, "I'm mad you paid for it. LOL. Too much free phone out here." I laugh out loud, like for real. So you're paying
That
for
part.
something that's free on Pornhub. We digress. Mr. Mrs. says, "I don't call it cheating, but I call it extremely inappropriate and absolutely unacceptable." For me, the unacceptable part, honestly, is that you're wasting our money. Like, to the point, like Pornhub, PornMD, X videos. Maybe I know too many. Go on those, but you're not. You're out here paying a subscription fee. Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, it can go multiple ways there because w- 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 listen, I'm speaking from my man's point of view, from my side. Spending $100 plus every 2 weeks on feet and nails, that's a waste of money to me. Eyelashes that that's a waste of money because that's expensive too. Makeup, that's a lot of waste of money too. So I mean, we can go. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're a man who don't ask for that shit. I'm a man. I don't ask for nails. I don't ask for eyelashes. And I don't ask for makeup. So when you spend that money there, that's a waste of money too. And I don't really benefit of none of that shit. Most actually, let me go back and say this again. Most married men don't benefit off the nails, the eyelashes, and makeup because she only gets dressed up when she goes to work out. But when she's home, she got a bonnet on. She got the same big ass sweatpants she wear all the time. So I'm just saying, how's that benefiting me? So I ain't gonna trip on the Pornhub or OnlyFans, but I'm gonna trip on the daily shit that you spend because that's expensive. I digress.
Jack Spade has entered the chat. Welcome, Jack Spade. And he says, as usual, here comes the bullshit. The fellas have kept many of these women and their children off the streets and out these hotels of last resort. Us fellas need to petition the Pope for sainthood. Sir, good night. Okay? And Mr. Richard said, dying of houses of, houses of ill repute. And then King Cash Court says, Jack Spade saying, we need to abolish Captain Save-A-Ho. Laugh out loud. I'm, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We're moving on. But thank you, Jack Spade, as usual, for your commentary. Okay. Your significant other asks you for sex. First of all, this question I'm
Right.
not even going to continue. Why you ask? Why do I please to ask you for sex? Here's the thing. This is where I think people are confused. People again. I mean, people are going to come for me, but there's a level of ownership in a marriage. Okay, the even to the point, it might not be when you're a girlfriend or boyfriend, but the moment you put a ring on that finger, there is, ladies, whether we like it or not, he is purchasing you. That's actually what is happening. He's taking you off the market, and he went out and bought this ring, 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever thousands of dollars it costs. He's purchasing you. That's actually what that significance is. So when you put your hand up, it says to other men, she is taken. Taken means ownership. And then once we marry and he's doing the full provision, he done bought you the house, he done bought you whatever. What do we ask? No man, let me tell you something. My husband should never have to ask me for sex. If he wants his dick sucked, he should just come pull his pants down and I'm on my knees. What are we asking for? But let me continue the question. Just I needed that moment. Come for me if y'all want, but we're not about to be okay. So your significant other asks you for sex, but you decline. And minutes later, you overhear them in the bathroom masturbating to porn. Does this bother you? It would bother me and say that I'm a bad wife. Like that's what would bother me. I'm a terrible wife. I'm sorry. Like there is no way. Ownership, ladies. That's whether we like it or not. Ownership. It says the same. When we put the ring on our man's hand and he does this when he goes out and he's talking with his boys and the women see this, it says back off. He belongs to someone else. Someone else owns him. So if we have ownership over each other, I'm not saying he can just go take it, but my man should never have to ask. He should be able to give me a look, and I'm like, we're out. Restaurant, the car, we gotta go. No, good but twins. You should piss me off. Go on.
Um, yeah, I, I tell my ladies I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask me. I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying? So you just let me know. I'm ready. But yeah, I'm always ready. I don't got much to say besides I'm always ready. And mind you, and if you want it, and if I'm doing something, you can always distract me to get it off it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all saw the little social media experiment when the guy's on his game or playing with the bros and the girls walk in with her towel open.
Yeah.
And you see everybody, hey, bro, I gotta go. Hey, kids, go to sleep. Like, dude, hey, kids, bath time. Dude, found all the shit, grab the woman up. So at the end of the day, women, if you really want it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? The only time a man may say, hold on, not right now, maybe because he may need to take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me get ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to give you sweaty balls. You know what I'm saying? I've been working all day. Let me. I don't want to give you basketball sweaty balls. You know what I'm saying? Because they might kiss you. No, I don't want that shit in my mouth either. So let me take a shower, get fresh, we can go. But no, I never had a situation where my woman was like, I was like, no, babe, shit. I don't care what I was doing. Hey, I'll be back.
But the King's Cash Court says marriage is a contract of ownership. Honestly, seriously, like whether we like it or not, it's the reality. It's what it is. Like, do you think I'd get married without a ring? And I'm just gonna put a twig around my hand? No, like you went and spent some serious cash, and that's what we're doing. King's Cash Court also has a question for us. Thank you for the question. He says, Toshiba/twins, do you still masturbate regardless of how much sex you get in your relationship? So my answer is no, unless it's part of the sexual act with my significant other. So I'll do it with them while we're doing it, but just like because he's at work, yeah, because I'm trying to have it like 2, 3 times a day, and I need to keep up my energy. But that's mine. Twins, you want to answer?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna answer that. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it real over here. Hell yeah. Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do. Just that simple. I do. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. So, but like I said, I'm active. So, like I said, so I just can't understand. Like I've been in the groups with my fellas and they be telling me, like, yeah, bro, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, that's when I get hit. I'm like, what?
What?
Shit, that's foreplay for me. What you mean? I do that every time. Like, what we talking about here? But yeah,
isn't that grounds for divorce?
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, you wouldn't get a ring if that wasn't part. Like, if I wasn't getting that. So we wouldn't graduate to marriage if I know I wasn't getting that. Just
that's
simple
ridiculous.
as that.
We're not. That's nonsense.
You're right, but yes, yes. So I know about the Pornhub, the X videos, all that. Yeah, I do. Just that simple.
Okay. Well, Jack Spade says, as I told my now ex-wife when it came to unwarranted denying of the sex and my jacking, I was jacking before you came into my life, and I'll be jacking when you're gone. Okay.
That's a fact.
Mr. said, all my girlfriends knew I'm bending her over every day before we made it official because I made sure to discuss it, and they all held up their end of the deal. All of them. Good for you, Mister. You out here, so you need to be married. King Cashcore says these twins are real one. Like I'm still getting that nut off prior to giving myself a stranger. LOL. What is this? What is a stranger? Men, what is a stranger? What does that mean? That's a man talk because you laugh. So you guys got what? What is a stranger?
Oh,
No.
all I'm
King
saying is
Cashcore,
that
explain to me what a stranger
all I'm
is
saying
in
is you
the.
gotta take care of yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
Listen.
It's your responsibility to take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Of course, always take care of the lady too. Now you gotta make sure you gotta do your job right. You gotta take care of your lady, but sometimes you gotta take care of yourself though. You know?
A, a stranger is sitting on your hand, making it numb and stroke. Oh my God. Okay. Thank, thank you. And Mr. said weird question mark. Don't swear at me, ma'am. You know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you tonight. We have one more question because Twins gets up hella early in the
Oh no, we
morning. So we'll
good.
ask,
Hey, we good. And I'm off
are
tomorrow,
you
so
good?
if we got more questions, I'm good.
Oh, you're off tomorrow?
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm
You
energized.
actually have a day off? What the fuck shit? I
I know, right?
never knew
Right, got a day off, right?
Let me bring my questions in. Okay. So this because I go to sleep at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm dead. Hold on. Okay, so Mr. says, I also know a stranger to be when you jack it with your non-dominant hand. Okay, all right. You guys are giving it tonight. Thank you. I asked, so you guys answered. Thank you so much. Okay, so does the quality, status, or size of the person your partner cheats with factor into whether you would leave or stay in that relationship? And I repeat, does the quality, status, or size of the person your partner cheats with factor into whether you would leave or stay in that relationship? Because I am Petty Betty, yes.
Um, yeah. Once again,
Petty Betty.
I don't ask that type of question. I don't care. You saying she cheat or before? Like, hold on. Let me try to understand the question. Is this who she's with before me? Is that the question? Is that the basis of the conversation?
So yeah, no. So if she cheats on you, if
Oh,
your
if she
wife
cheats.
cheated on you, yeah, does and you find out about it, and then you let's just say you see the man she cheats on you with, if he was a lower value or lower status
I
and less attractive and all of that, does it matter?
I don't care. It was a okay. I'm gonna be nice. I don't care if the person was big as Biggie Smalls or short as little Webster or whatever. If you cheat on me, it's a wrap, right?
That's
And
Mr.
then
Said the same thing. I'm leaving regardless.
right. I don't need details about nothing. Once you step out on me, you're no longer mine, right? You're not mine anymore. So it's unfortunately that's not negotiable in my relationship, marriage, whatever you want to call it. You step out, I'm done. No question asked. I don't care.
Ladies, remember this. The men have been telling you tonight it is very much a double standard. So if you're out there thinking that you're going to cheat on your man and then come and cry to him and say, ha ha ha, I'm so so sorry, forgive me, it is very unlikely he's going to stay. And if he stays, he's never gonna forgive you. And if he stays, he's likely just going around fucking other women because at this point he's done with you. He might stay like Mr. because you guys are raising kids or there's some reason you're together, business reasons or other reasons. But if you think that he now looks at you every night and thinks that, yeah, that's the woman, that's my woman, you're no longer his woman. He's just thinking you're for the streets. And you see Twins is shaking his head. So remember that. So you might as well just, figure out what you guys are going to do, talk about these things. Don't be with a man who you have to cheat on. But no, that's all I got to say about that.
Message.
Y'all are really
Message.
cutting up in the chat because I'm not even putting these up here because they're talking about the best lotions right now to use. And apparently It's Curel is the all-time best lotion. Curel. In case anybody's asking, I'm not even gonna put these comments up today. Okay. You ask your significant other if they still love their ex, and they say yes. What happens next?
First off, these why would fellas? I hope you're not asking these questions. I hope you don't. I really pray that you guys are not asking these questions because I'm not asking these questions. So you have to slip up and say some shit, or I hear you talking to your girlfriends by accident. You say, "I told them my ex." You love who? I'm like, "Fuck, like we meeting? Like, what's going on here? Do we have a conversation?" But I'm not gonna ask that question. For me, I don't ask questions that I don't want
Want
to
an
answer.
answer to? Yep.
I don't.
Yep.
Take it to the grave.
I'm gonna copy that one. I do not ask questions I do not want to know the answer to because you're actually setting yourself up for failures. Because the reality is, yeah, if you were with that person, you probably still love them. Like you don't stop loving. I don't think you just stop automatically loving someone. So if you told me you spent 9 years with someone or significant amount of time, I'm just gonna go on the assumption. You know what? He spent that time. He probably still loves them but he's with me now. I'm not focused on what you did in your past. Unless that person's impacting our present, I'm good on that. Like I don't need to be asking them questions.
And fellas, don't fall for it. Don't let her be like, baby, you can be honest with me. You can tell me anything. I'm not gonna judge you. Don't no, because as soon as you do that, you're gonna create that
We're
insecure.
judging.
Look, look at her. Look at
We're
her.
judging.
She gonna
We're
hold
we're
that
definitely
against you,
judging.
and you gonna create
hmm
insecurities. Just simple as
We're,
that.
we're
Don't do it.
we're definitely judging. And Jeff, these are from tonight's conversation. I'm telling twins that I might be looking at making my own cards at some point. I had my own questions, but so long. It's been a long day, so I just picked up the cards. King's Cash Core says, however, if you tell me what's up openly, I'll respect it. We all got to pass. It is what it is. But I shouldn't even be bringing it up. Like if I happen to talk about my ex, like the next question you should say is not, oh, so you just do you still love him? Like I don't ask me because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to either tell you yes or no. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So just don't ask the question. That's my thing. Okay, three more questions before our dating, relationship, and marriage tips. I think we're going to start calling it maybe relationship to marriage tips because Quinn did that last week and I love that. So, Jeff, Jack, and Mr. Jack, sometimes I don't want your tips, but I love you, so still Mr. Jack. So good. And King Cash Court, you're new to us, but if you've watched us before, we do dating, marriage, and relationship tips at the end of the show. Okay, so a woman says she has lost all respect for her men. Can the relationship be salvaged? Simple
No,
answer, no. We don't have today have any more to say. Once I've lost respect for you, we have nothing.
because what comes with loss of respect, disrespect follows.
Disrespect. Like, that's the end of that. Don't stay with a woman who says she no longer respects you.
Facts. Facts.
And ladies, don't stay with a man after you cheat on him and told him. So that's kind of where it goes. It's disrespect for men, it's respect, and it's cheating. Like, and all of those things are disrespect. That see, ladies, just so you are here. Here we go. The men are saying, hell no, no, fuck no, and then King Chessboard says, I'm out 5 minutes ago. Like he's not even sticking around. Like, what are you talking about? So the men have spoken. Yeah, it's a no no. Okay, two more questions. Your phone dies. You ask your significant other to use theirs, and they refuse. What happens next?
Yeah, that's gonna bring up like my eyebrow. Like, why can't you use your phone? I just want to call. Like, what's going on? What are you hiding? Let's cut to the chase. Like, my phone's dead. I need to call so and so. It ain't that deep. Like me, I don't go searching for stuff because at the end of the day, fellas, don't do it because you will find something. So don't search. Just that simple. But if you can't, if you're that afraid to give me your phone, I'm about to question our relationship. I'm not asking for your password. I don't. Matter of fact, I don't know. I was married for 14 years. I never knew my wife's password. Never knew her password, and didn't care to know it. Right? Don't. There's too many things going on in the world to worry about what your password is. I don't need to know. And most of the time, I keep my phone charged anyway. But if I need your phone, she answer me. Cool. Unlock it. Yeah, unlock it. All right, perfect. Yep. Here you go. This ain't that deep.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Like, give me the damn phone so I can use it and do what I need to do. Like, King's Cash Score said, my Spanish side coming out asking mad questions, laugh out loud. Like, what are we talking about? So we have our final question for the night on the card. If you have any additional questions, put them in the chat because Twins is off tomorrow, so we got some time. So this is the final question on the card. But if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Okay. A woman breaks up with a man, and when he asks why, she says that she met someone better. Is that ever a valid reason to leave a relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. So what's
Exactly.
that? If you feel that somebody's better than me, or you do better, hey, I'm not keeping hostages. I don't want no hostage. Will I be a little sad? Yeah. If I really like you, I'm gonna be a little sad, but I'd rather you go ahead and do you. But just know, when it don't work out, don't come back.
Don't come back.
Don't come back.
Ever.
you thought it was greener? Stay with the non-green.
Facts. Don't come back. Don't write. Don't email. Don't call. Don't send a pigeon in the sky. Don't send nothing. Don't send a smoke signal. No Morse code. Okay? It is
But
over.
I mean, I'm still gonna smash though. But as far as relationship, ain't gonna happen.
We ask for honesty, ladies, and yeah, we get honesty. So
Yeah. You know
what
what I
do you
mean? Listen, I'll tell you this. Once you leave, just know when you come back, you will be on the team. That's all.
King's Cash Course says, yes, I'll give you your salute and I'm on my way. Like, Mr. Mrs. says, it sucks, but I'd rather she just go. I don't want to be any woman's second choice. I feel the same way. Do not make me your second choice. King's Cash Course says, I'll be hurt if she throat goat though.
Yeah,
And then you said
you know what?
emotional
Yeah,
damage.
it's hard when the good ones leave, right? Oh man, like damn. But guess what though? Emotional damage, yes, emotional damage. But guess what? If it don't work out with the new guy, guess what? Now she'll be on the team. She'll be on the roster because they always want to come back. They always want to come back. Trust me, they will come back, and then she'll be downgraded to the roster. She was the main one. Now she's part of the roster. Now it is what it is.
You heard it
Yeah.
here, ladies. I've got nothing for you. That's why I don't double back. I won't double back. If a man comes back to me because we grew apart or something happens and he comes to me and he's like, hey, you know what? Like, been some years. I would love for us to try it again. That's one thing. But I'm not doubling back. Like, I'm not going to a man and saying, hey, babe, let's try it again. Because again, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So if I'm doubling back, he's like, interesting. So basically, you went out there, you realize there ain't nothing out there. Now you want to come back to me? Oh, hell no. And he might be sweet and wonderful and whatever, ladies, because he wants to smash. It is very, very rare when they're like, yeah, this is now going to be my wife. It's just like, oh, you went, you couldn't find anybody? Okay, great. Now they have the upper hand. We're not doing that. But if he doubles back, because again, we people grow apart wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're just in the right relationship at the wrong time. I've been in the right relationship at the wrong time, and that happens. And then you grow up and you mature and things happen. And he comes back. But ladies, I would not recommend doubling back, especially if you left. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's you know what? That's another double standard, right? Definitely another standard because I can double back on a woman that I talked to a long time ago, right? I can double back on a woman I talked to a long time ago because maybe at that time I wasn't mature mind that I am now. Back then I was still young, feeling myself, still the street. So I get that. And I come back older, I'm more mature. I'm not time anymore. We can do it. We can work through it, right? Because what they say, women mature faster than men. So if you try to do that shit, it ain't gonna work out. Nah, boo. Nah. Downgraded to the roster. Third pick.
Jack Spade. I wouldn't be hurt one bit. It just created the opportunity to move on to one I could only have dreamt how her sex game was. Okay. Y'all just see. Y'all move on. Ladies, just like, here's the thing. I think in our minds as women, we think that when we leave you, you guys are really like brokenhearted and you're crying to your homeboys and they're bringing you drinks and, like Kleenex to wipe your tears because you're just so heartbroken because we were so amazing. When in actuality, you guys are up and out and at the strip club and at the club and probably deep in another woman's vajayjay. We lie to ourselves, ladies. They are not finding a way for us.
No comment. No comment.
We're lying to ourselves. They are not finding a way for us. Oh, Jack, I am surprised. You actually did a dub. I am so surprised. Jack said that there's only one woman I went back to, and I know some bullshit is following. So I'm waiting. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack.
Don't do Jack like that.
Tell me the one. Like you also know there's some bullshit coming. Jack, we want to know the woman you went back to because it sure wasn't the woman you told us about the other day.
Just remember, you asked for this. You asked for it.
I did ask because I'm curious. Jack is part of the family. Listen, I get married again. Jack is invited. Mr. Jeff. All y'all are going to be invited to my wedding. Whether y'all come or not, that's a different story. So we're family now. So now I need to know who we went back to. And I know there's definitely some bullshit coming. So while Jack
make sure when you do, make sure you come at the table with them too. Because our table's going to be lit.
Listen, you guys' table will be like, I'm going to have to, like, it's going to be, listen, I already feel like when I do get married, again, my daddy's up there working with Jesus, that my wedding's going to be, okay, here we go. Okay. Oh my God. It's better than I thought. Jack, I apologize. This is better than I thought. He said, I ran across a woman on Facebook I dated in college and didn't have sex with her. Accomplished the mission like 30 years later. That is much better. I understand that. I thought you were really going to be on some BS.
Leave that up there. Leave that up there. Wait, leave it up there.
I am. I'm not mentioning.
And this ain't nothing towards Jack. It's just, I just want to let them marinate on the screen a little bit. So, the key thing I noticed is when he didn't have sex with her back then, right? Mission accomplished. He didn't say he married her. He just said mission accomplished. So, ladies, we will wait that motherfucking time. We will wait. We will wait till that opportunity arrives, and we will take it. And we'll be like, mission accomplished. On to the next. Not saying he intentionally waited 30 years, but hey, the opportunity arrives. It happened. So be careful who you friend zone. Be careful. Just be very careful, because I don't know that poor lady think, oh my God, finally Jack, we both mature now. This thing can make it work. Jack like, yeah, it's gonna work out all right. Bang, bang, bang. I'm out. I'm just saying.
I want to say something, and I'm stuck. You're not wrong. Because I've heard these conversations from men, especially if the woman isn't what she was in her prime. Let's just say that. If she was, I knew the bullshit was coming because what I was just about to say, he beat me to it. He said 30 years and 100 pounds later, but I got mine. The book was closed.
Hey, listen, and that's real though. Honestly, that is real. And Jack, salute to you, brother, because there's girls out there in high school that you know what, if I see them now, I'm knocking down. Now, she may be 100 pounds heavier, but I just wouldn't knock it out because, hey, I couldn't do it back then. He ain't like facts. He ain't lying. We will wait that time. Y'all later, y'all keep fucking around and find out. I'm gonna get my time, and I'm gonna be all right. I'm done.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. Listen, ladies. Again, y'all already don't like me, so you're not gonna like me with this one. Here's the thing. This is why I say I go to the gym, I work out, I eat well, I meditate, I drink my water, because I never want to be the woman who used to be. Because when we were the women who used to be, this is the shit that happened. Because you thought you were nice when you were 22 years old because all the men wanted you. Now you're 52, 100 pounds heavier, maybe a divorce, and a couple of kids later. The things aren't where they're supposed to be. They're not sitting up. They're not doing what they're supposed to be. And now you think that you're going to chat up the man who you curved 30 something years ago thinking he's going to forget. That man did not forget. So he just
Mm-hmm.
moved your belly out the way and got what he wanted to. And now you're still lonely with one more body to add to your number count. Don't do it to yourself. Jeff Short said, that's fake close the cold case. Not just coming with the funny tonight. I am done. So King Chess Court says, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot and they all on me. Jack Space now, Mike Jones. I'm done.
Mike Jones. Back they didn't want me. Now they on me.
And then Jack responded to Jeff and said, I went Law and Order. In them guts. I can't.
Oh man, the theme song popped in my head.
Da-dum, da-da-da.
So message. So y'all ladies out there who think y'all the shit, right? Or you were the shit, and like I can get any man I want to. Yes, you can, because we gonna hit.
God.
And the guys that you curved back in the day, we still hanging around waiting for opportunity. Opportunity come, and we get what we want, and we done. And you thinking you the ish? Nah, baby. Nah, you played around. You played yourself.
Oh my God, I can't. Ladies, again, please, I am gonna put the PSA out. You are missing some good content over here. The men are open and honest and truthful and they give the real. This season is called Real Conversations for a reason because the men keep it real. There are no filter, there are no BS, they're not pandering to us. They ain't pandering to me and I'm the like you must know what's going on. So I'm telling you, come over here to F your feelings because the men are spilling all the tea. So if no one has any questions, we're gonna go ahead and get our dating tips together. So do you want to go first, Twins, or should I go first? And Mister, get yours, Jack. King Cash Court, you knew if you got a dating tip or relationship tip, let us know. And of course, Jeff, we ask you for marriage tips because you're the married person in this group of ours. I'll go first. I will go first. I would say, ladies on the market, open up yourself to new possibilities when dating, and that might look like changing your age preference. It might be changing my height thing. I'm not gonna lie here. I don't change the height thing, but for you ladies, it might be changing your height requirement. Just looking at some different things that you can do to change your dating life. We may have a topic about, and I'm still thinking about it, about the younger men and older women. But us ladies might be considering if you're in your 40s, your early 40s, is somebody in their late 30s, maybe someone for you, right? Like really think about opening your dating preferences for 2025. Try new experiences because if it wasn't working in 2024 and you keep doing it, it's likely not going to work in 2025. So just try something new, try something different, see how it works, kind of step outside of your comfort zone in dating because you never know. You might be having wedding bells in 2026. So that is my dating tip, twins. And I see that, well, Mr. Mister's got a long dating tip tonight. Okay.
All right, fellas, just know that there is more women
Come on.
and men. So
Okay.
if every man got married, there'll be leftover woman. So with that being said, continue to better yourself to live long enough so you can be the villain.
Yeah.
It's one of them
All
nights. I
right.
know. I'm sorry, y'all. It's one of them nights. It's one of them nights. Live long enough so you can be the villain. That's all.
And should I translate for those who do not understand? He wants the man to live long enough so he can fuck as many women as he so please, because there are more of us than them, and that will be that. And there are some of us with loose morals, and we will have sex with any men, married men, engaged men, men with two wives. We want to be the third. So, yep, that's what you basically said. I just translated for those who
I'm
didn't
just, hey,
understand.
listen. One of our, 30 years. 30 years is a long time. Shit, my kids ain't 30, so 30 years is a long time, and you still got it. So live long enough so you can be the villain, and you can close a
Perfect.
bunch of, closed cases.
Good night. Okay. That's made it to your dating tip. I think you have a three-part dating tip. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's start. Dating tip. Oh, okay. This is the theme of the show. Grow the fuck up. If you're over the age of 16, it can't listen to a man telling you what he wants from you without you finding a point of contention. Grow the fuck up. Go to therapy. Go to the gym. Look in the mirror and fix what's wrong with you before trying to build any type of relationship with anyone. Certain things you shouldn't be still struggling to understand after a certain age. Have a firm grip on certain things while you're still college age in your prime as a woman. Well, Jack says so is that. And he meant after a certain amount of time. Um,
Same thing I just said. Live long enough to become the villain. Better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take the time, get educated, get your money right, get your body right. Because once you at that peak, you become the villain. They want you. Trust me.
Jack says. Last week he gave us dating tip 112. This week we're on to dating tip 113. Ladies, don't lie to the new guy you like to bike ride and you show up with your child's bike 2 sizes too small, tires that and cobwebs and rust in the spoke. So he's saying, don't lie to the man about things that you like that you actually don't like and can't do. Apparently, women are out here lying to men about what they like and what they can't do. I don't be lying to nobody because if I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of bridges, and I don't ride bikes. So, and I don't skate. I don't do none of that. I stay on the ground and I take flight. I like trips. That's
That is a
what I
true
like.
statement there. Ladies, please stop lying. I told her I like for walks and go to the park and walk and stuff. One lady almost died on me. Okay. And she took me to a park that she went to. And there's a hill that she knows it goes up. And poor lady, I'm trying to give her mouth to mouth. I'm like, damn, if you wanted to kiss, say you wanted to kiss. I don't want to have to give you mouth to mouth CPR to bring you back to life because you must have pass the hell up, walk up the hill, and gonna say
Not
I was walking too
struggling.
fast. You invite me to the park. Okay, I digress.
I'm sad, not her struggling to hike. Okay, Jeff Short got a marriage tip for us. He says, marriage tip of the week. Be your spouse's number one priority. I'm just gonna drop my mic because I actually have my mic tonight. Drop my mic. I love that. Very simple.
And also, this goes back to the previous statement. I want to say, was it Mr. Mister said about the kids?
Hmm.
This right here, Mr. Minister, this is it right here. Be your spouse's number one priority. Your kids will always be a priority, regardless. You have to take care of your kids because they can't take care of themselves. But your spouse needs to be number one. Because once both of y'all are full tank, y'all have the energy for them.
Love it. Love
Message.
it. Facts on facts. Facts on facts. So our last dating tip of the night is going to come from King's Cash Court. And again, welcome to the family, King's Cash Court. He says, I'm assuming it's a man, it's King. So dating tip, to be consistent on your standards, don't adjust to fit into someone else's puzzle and compromise yourself. You're not meant for everyone. Act accordingly. Love that one.
That is a fact. That's a
Love
fact.
that one. Very, very true. Well, thank you, gentlemen. And as usual, thank you, twins. This was a great show. This was an entertaining show. We're able to go a little bit longer because twins actually has a day off. Hallelujah. Are you actually doing something special? Well, you got the day off? Y'all playing?
No, not too special. Not too special.
You just sleeping? Lucky you. I'm so proud of you.
I'm definitely going to sleep in tomorrow for sure.
As you should.
Alarm clock is out 2 a.m., but we'll not be going up at 2 a.m. Trust me.
God awful. God awful. Thank you, Mr. Mister. I know you all have to go because you get up at God awful time. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Mr. Mister. Thank you, Jack Spade. And welcome, King's Cash Court, to the family. And for those of you who were not in the chat, we appreciate you watching. We will be back next week doing it bigger and better. If you have any ideas for shows or you would like to be on the show, you know, you can hit me up, fyftheshow@gmail.com. Thank you, Mr. Mister, for all the videos you send me. Or just hit me up on one of our posts, tag me, let me know what's going on. We appreciate you. Go have a good night and have a good rest of the week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend, y'all. Turn up.
Not Janet Jackson.